What's up, sir?
My guy was goody.
Yeah, we back at it
Let
again.
me show you something.
Show me something,
So
then,
check
bro.
this out, y'all. When you smoking on cigars and you don't have matches, I need y'all to have cedar. Cedar makes it burn real clean and give it a different, distinct taste. So you fire this up, then you fire up the cigar. Get that nice and hot, that flame burning on it, fire it up. Yeah.
So I ain't got to singe that motherfucker?
No, go ahead.
Okay.
Cool. You smell that smell?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Give it a better taste right there, man. I'm gonna teach y'all something, man.
So everything been going, bro?
First of all, y'all know who it is. It's your boy Chef Fly, Mr. International Fly. Goddamn toes out at your hoes house. Fedora Fly. Y'all always see me with a brim. Y'all know what it is, man. Tell them who you is.
Absolutely, man. It's your boy Kwame checking in. Catch me at Stars OTB. That's on the IG. Hey, man, I'm kicking plenty of flavor with the big homie. You already know.
Already. And we got something y'all gonna like tonight.
Something special, bro.
Something special, man.
Good God,
you know what I'm saying?
almighty.
Because it's all about the food, man.
Yeah, most definitely.
But, we going to talk that porch talk today, man.
Yeah, that food. See, one main thing about that food, bro, is it bring everything together. That food bring that knowledge. That food bring that politics. That food even bring that laughter. Because when you got them getting around with your family, everybody all huddled up and get to reminisce and bring back good time.
Mm-hmm.
So we can respect that food for that.
Facts.
Already.
Facts.
Mm-hmm.
Food do that, man. And good, spirits do too, man.
Oh, definitely. We can't never forget the good spirits.
Man. So, man, this week has been, different week, an interesting weekend. That's how I put it right there, man.
I've been watching from afar, bro. Your weekend been lit, bro. Fuck you talking about. Bro, your weekend been lit, bro.
Hey, man, I try to keep it like that, man. You know what I'm saying? This is what a bachelor's supposed to do, man.
Absolutely.
You ain't got but one life, man. Y'all better live it to the fullest, man.
No, that's one thing I do.
But take care of your business.
I do feel you on that. I made a T-shirt, and I had got the slogan, or the what would you call it, the mantra.
Mm-hmm.
It said live full and die empty. So, yeah, you got to goddamn live this bitch to the fullest, and at the same time, leave, so to speak, them recipes or leave them jewels in life. It's the same deal. You know what I'm saying? It can be recipe to food or it can be the recipe to life.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
You passing that on, so you dying empty, you know what I'm saying? With no regrets as far as if you got any youngers or just anybody behind,
Man.
that you can drop
Passing on
knowledge
some
on.
life
Yeah,
skills. I feel
exactly.
you. Pass on
Exactly.
some life
So yeah,
skills.
yes sir. You got to enjoy this motherfucker because we only get one ride that I know of.
That I know of too, man. True say that, man.
Yeah.
Cheers to that, bro.
Mm-hmm. Big time. So tell me about it, man. What you gonna say about that weekend though?
Nah, man, interesting, man. Revolt was in Atlanta, Georgia, man, this
Yeah,
weekend, man.
yeah.
And we got to see a panel of people. I can't remember everybody on the panel, but
Talking about the one with Tip,
Tip and
Killer Mike,
man.
Candace Owens.
Candace
She
Owens.
favored Trump a lot. She had a
Well,
lot.
she's a Trump supporter. I know she's a conservative, man. She was the one who really pretty much got Kanye West in all this hot ass mess. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Fucking with Trump, because they call her the Kanye Whisperer, because she was basically, Kanye don't watch the news, and she was the one he befriended through Instagram and through Twitter and whatnot, and she put her views into his ear and swayed him. And so you seen what he did. He done backpedaled away from that shit because she's jaded. You know what I'm saying? And from my understanding, she's married to a white man. And I don't think that really weighs on anything who you married to or nothing like that. But just the fact that, man, she's with a bigot. She's pushing a bigot, racist, and I don't even know what to call him, man, when it comes to women, man. But he's definitely seems like anti-women, regardless of what.
We're talking about her husband.
Trump.
Oh, Trump.
I'm talking about that.
Mr.
And
Grab by the pussy.
I normally don't even call him by his goddamn name. I call him 45, bro. I try to not even give him no goddamn,
Respect.
none. That's just me. But to get back to the root of it, they were just talking about, they've been preaching the same. Mike been talking that politic game for a minute, for a couple years now, and I just feel like his presence on this one probably was more felt than anything, because he played devil's advocate at the same sense, but it just made sense. So the long story short, he said y'all are rooting for two masters. You know what I'm saying? Who's the best master? You know what I'm saying? That was his analogy of how he wanted to put it, with Democrat or Republican, and instead of picking the person who's right for you, period, point blank.
Everybody had valid points. Even the girl Candace Owens, and there was another female up there. She had some points that was anti-Democrat. So you can kind of pick and pull from all the people
she was
that
a Trump supporter.
I think she was.
Definitely.
She definitely was.
She was.
But still, like I say, the whole big deal with that thing, as we could see how it was kind of getting out of hand because of emotions and feelings getting involved. People were kind of talking about through the social media, one of the reasons why black people could never succeed or excel together, because we can't even have a simple discussion. I mean,
I can't say that, man.
Anytime,
you know why I say that?
What?
We get loud. That's just us.
No, that ain't just us. That ain't just us, though. You know?
But people of color get loud. I'm not just saying black.
No, man. I think...
And it was a heated debate, though.
I think people...
It was a touchy debate.
That's way. And then even like with Chip, I was fucking with that whole thing, and I really like it, but like she did point out to me, he basically called her idea some bullshit. And
No.
He
said what he started off with.
We're talking about some bullshit.
No,
you don't need to say that.
She tried to downplay.
No,
she did.
No, bro.
She tried to down.
She was getting mad because they would start booing and they were clapping for Chip.
But she knows she not liked though.
But what I'm trying to say is,
so she still, at the end of the day, she knows she not liked, man.
Still, bro, it's like it's a certain way. If you want to try to, especially, maybe Chip didn't mean nothing about it, but especially when you know you have such influence on other people that's in the audience, they just wait for him to say something so they can goddamn dick right. You know what I'm saying?
I got you, yeah.
So, certain things in there is...
but you don't think she started out with some bullshit because she tried to downplay... She did it like this. Slavery was everywhere. Like, that wasn't the question he asked, though, for you to state that statement. We all know that.
Right.
You know what I mean? So he was saying,
but still,
he just asked, and the question was, what period of time are you trying to make America great
again? Right.
That was the question.
Right.
And she jumped into slavery. That really wasn't a part of the question.
But my point being, bro,
that's why he said it was some bullshit.
That's in the audience.
In hindsight, he might look at it like that now.
Yeah.
He probably didn't look at it like that.
Yeah.
He
was caught up in the moment. He was
being himself.
He was being himself. And then sometimes, but that's what I'm saying. That's why people are probably quick to stereotype us and say we can never do such or achieve such, which we can. We know that's not so. But we always display that type of goddamn action. We kind of set the tone, especially for a lot of these southern states or these black urban communities, because we're kind of setting an example of how things could or will be if we all kind of like get that money together. Because I have a lot of people that come from out of town, New York City, or maybe even some parts of California or wherever, and they come down here and say, damn, all these black people out here getting money like this? You know what I'm saying? And they be surprised at how basically what I like to kind of coin is being like, Atlanta is a goddamn new Wakanda, bro. Ain't too many other places you're going to be able to go and see a thriving community
full of black people,
full of black folks,
from the top, from the CEOs all the way down to the janitors, to the people who working at the airport.
You did.
That's a fact.
That's a big fact. You know, the airport, well, we definitely grateful for that.
Atlanta been doing this
right
prior to Maynard Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
Atlanta has been a full force of doing what they've been doing since almost the late 1800s. Early 1900s.
Okay.
Atlanta has been a city for economic growth for black people.
Mm-hmm.
So when Maynard Jackson became mayor, he made everybody, if they wanted to deal with the city of Atlanta, have to have black people on their board of directors.
Absolutely.
So that they had to have every company in the state, if they wanted to deal business with them, had to have a black person on their board.
Do you think that's a gift and a curse to have that type of mentality or idea, bro?
Well, the thing about it is,
I'm talking about like when motherfuckers say, got to be black this and
well,
black
it's not that though, man. They weren't giving black people opportunities.
Okay.
And the thing about it is, by him pushing that narrative, it changed the other states.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mentality was like,
Absolutely.
So it's
They doing it down there in Atlanta.
Atlanta had a lot of firsts. Atlanta had a lot of firsts of everything, and the people don't realize Atlanta had the first thriving nightclubs. It had the first black retail salesman.
Look though, bro, what's so sad is if you can say it's been about since the 1800s, but that's almost got that motherfucker gonna be turning in his grave right now too, bro, because we so far behind. Like we in a catch-22 situation where we know better, but we don't do better.
How so?
Because number one, look at all the goddamn urban communities, the West End. Look at the goddamn
that don't have nothing to do with it.
It does. It does to a point. What I'm trying to say is,
go ahead.
If we done right by ourselves, talking about gentrification, if we would have had been taking care of those neighborhoods.
Well, you got to understand, right? Black folk gentrified these locations.
Exactly.
So, like, if you just say like the Southwest Atlanta side, that was initially a white area and Jewish side.
Okay.
Black folk came.
But what's happening now? They trying.
It seems like
it appears to me that these whether the goddamn white companies, black companies, these companies and these contractors are coming back in. They're shifting the pendulum, swinging the low income back out here to
I don't really
the
think
outskirts.
that doesn't weigh heavily on them more so than it does the elders talking to their youth and using the word legacy.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
So
it's the same thing because motherfuckers didn't appreciate what they had.
I don't think
it's crazy because you can go down the Simpson Road and look at that shit trash as fuck.
It's not the fact that they didn't appreciate it. Listen to me. Let me tell you what I'm saying. It's not the fact that they didn't appreciate it. It's that the fact that they didn't install in them that this is yours. Keep this,
bruh. No,
man. Look, man.
No, bro.
My folk. I personally.
But your family might be one of goddamn.
No, but I just
100.
What I've seen is people, instead of trying to hold on to something and teach these kids to keep this and this is, people sell things. People move from their communities because it wasn't a Walmart over there or it wasn't no cheesecake factory in their neighborhood, so they moved on the outskirts.
No, motherfucker get some money and they become bougie.
It basically we saying the same thing. But I don't even want to say it's bougie. It's just to say, like, instead of them going to their local government and whoever it is and saying, "Hey man, I want that over here," they just move over there instead of demanding that over there.
That's right. That's the whole point. That's what I'm saying. When I say we know better, but we don't do better.
I agree with you. But I also feel like that's not been pushed by the elders though.
What?
To these young folk.
Yeah. Right. When drugs hit the community,
that's a part of it.
And it kind of tore down. When I say drugs, I'm just talking about like the real crack and them boys coming back from the war, and they were strung out on them drugs, and so that kind of came in.
So we saying the 60s. Before even
we riding on that wave.
Because that was heroin.
We riding on that wave.
Side by side.
That done hit. We are basically the product of that.
The drug epidemic for sure. It's
for
the
sure,
60s
bro.
And it's 60s and the 80s, the big ones.
So the
80s and the 80s.
So the 80s come
70s
up.
ain't nothing but weed and ecstasy. And 80s is crack and 60s is heroin.
I did some or know somebody that did some, but lo and behold, it definitely had done a lot of damage. Now you have people just like Tip. He just kind of calling himself because he said it on a couple of interviews.
He fucked up.
All the wrong that he done, he trying to right his wrong.
But he said that though.
How
many people you know pledged to that.
Well, you know, a lot of people ain't gonna talk because statute of limitations, bro.
I mean,
you know what I'm saying? It might be still some
rather
shit
you
they
don't
can't
know
do.
their story.
Right.
But he told the truth. He was like, man, I fucked up. And I personally fucked up my own community that I gotta fix it.
But look, this is what my point to that.
He got a personal.
But my point to that, bro, we can't wait for T.I. We can't wait for Killer Mike. We can't wait for Martin Luther King. Like, you and I, I'm just saying in general, like, we waiting on the savior, but nigga got to save themselves. Just like we were talking before, like, we got to bring back the aspect of the whole community. But I definitely know I done fucked some shit up around here. Out here. Been out here since, like, 98, 99.
Mm-hmm.
My grandma first came out here. When it was predominantly white, it was a place to be, a status quo. But now, once again, like I say, you get a lot of influence from people from the city coming out here.
Because they pushed them out.
Because they pushed them out. So I'm kind of saying...
And that started with, in 94,
but
when they started knocking all the doggone
projects
down.
But what I'm saying, that's exactly what I'm saying.
But
if
at the end of the day...
If back in 94 we had more integrity about our goddamn communities, they would have no reason to push us out.
But at the end of the day, that was a government-owned facilities.
Bro.
You
telling me about the government.
But I'm with you on the integrity part, but at the end of the day, if you did not want to be in a government facility, you would have got yourself out of that situation. Because at the same time if you got a certain job and you're making a certain quote-unquote amount of money, you can't get government assistance.
And that's another thing that brought us up. And the girl, I ain't mean to cut you off, but the girl Candace Owens, the Trump supporter, she had a valid point. And niggas was born to her, bro.
She would tell the
they
truth.
Was born.
Like I agree. She was making some valid
points, bro.
She made a lot of valid points.
Yes.
It's just the fact that I think what it is for her, just keep it 1,000 ways, is because she's still supporting Trump. She said that all they got to do is say the racist called black folk and they get you out. Shit. I mean, at the end of the day,
that don't turn you up then, goddamn.
I mean, at the end of the day, you might be right, but shit. Who likes that word?
Nobody likes that word, bro. But we also have to goddamn account and be accountable for ourselves. Me personally, bro, if you say about the racist shit, and you be like a white person, let's say if a white person say nigga or some shit like that. Me personally, if a black person called me a nigga, it's gonna be a problem if you're using the wrong way, bro. You understand what I'm saying? Like that word nigga don't, man. I wouldn't give a fuck who say that shit. But now if you trying to goddamn demoralize or goddamn belittle me, it's a difference. You know what I'm saying? See, people get word a lot, too much power. And because at the same time, you mad at the white guy for saying nigga, or you mad at another race for saying nigga. But you ain't mad at yourself for saying, oh man, that crowd in there or that white boy. But we do that all the time. Yeah.
I mean, I remember being at a job and it was about 7 of us sitting there.
Okay.
And 4 of us were men and 3 of them were women.
Okay.
And one girl who we all had a liking to, she was cool as hell. She was like, her baby daddy whoop whoop whoop. And then she was like, man, I'm about to put him on child support. Like the way our whole thought process changed, of her changed.
Right.
When she said that to us.
But why?
Because at the end of the day, we know what type of outcome he about to go through. And morally, we know he need to be doing his job as a father.
Right.
You know, but truthfully, that shit gonna fuck him up. He might not be able to do his job as a father if he wants to, because you finna get the white man involved in your relationship.
And they don't understand.
They didn't have nothing to do with your relationship.
They don't understand that, bro.
They didn't have nothing to do with your relationship. When you got with him and you laid down, you knew it was a possibility when you took off that doggone rubber. A child was coming. Now to the fact that you finna get somebody who ain't got nothing to do with your relationship involved, the outcome for that male can be very negative now. Right. If he don't have a criminal background, of ever been locked up, it's a possibility if you do something, call them folk and get locked up. From that, they can mess up his job. Yeah. And all that shit is just a cycle that can just goddamn be like a domino effect, just fuck him up. And shit, get locked up, got a job, a particular job, they don't want nobody who got a criminal background. Guess what you do? he lose that job.
Mm-hmm.
So that child support she thought she was finna get,
She ain't gonna get.
She ain't finna
But-
get.
but you-
And guess what she also finna do?
What?
Now fuck him up because he can't pay the child support. Now he gonna end up going
What's the
back.
important thing, bro? And the one who gonna really suffer the most is gonna be that kid.
Oh, no doubt. The child is. The
That child, bro. Can't no money replace what a dual parent or a loving parent can give to a child, bro. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of these women get caught up on that child support shit. Now you got some dads out there that ain't shit, and I know some goddamn dads that got full
Some
custody
women who
of
ain't shit too.
Yeah, though I'm about to say got full custody of
Hand in
their
hand.
kid. And but the thing about it, for that parent, what I don't like is for that parent that is active in their kid's life and then they still have to pay X amount of dollars because they doing well. It's kind of like a foot in the ass a little bit because that parent that's paying, he don't really have no control of making sure that child's getting that money. So once again, that government, when we implement that government sometimes, well, it definitely tears down that household, and then that's where that family structure gets goddamn.
And the
cut in
child,
half,
whoever
bro.
the child is with, is more liable to cling on to that parent and not see both sides of the picture because of being a child and not knowing how the system works.
Oh, absolutely. But see, what happens is sometimes
Because I'm seeing it right now.
Yeah, let's just say about the female, and all females don't do it, but some female badmouth the other parent
In front of
the
the
kid,
child.
or they loud talk. I like to call it loud talking. But see, what happens is, bro, the kid gonna listen to that shit for 10 years, and that motherfucker start getting 12
Gonna
and
start
13,
talking back.
not even talking back. He or she is gonna figure out that mom been talking that bullshit for goddamn 10 years.
Possibly.
You know what I'm saying?
Possibly.
And then get what? She gonna got
Possibly
his
if the parent is an adult. Possibly. If the parent is an adult to sit down and have a conversation with their child.
No, not even that. Not, I mean, I'm thinking
But
like
sometimes
I'm thinking the kids is just gonna realize, because after a while, bro, we mature. Kids know a lot that we don't give them credit for anyway, so they're gonna understand after a while. Like, damn, my mom been telling that bullshit for these last 10 years. I remember when she said this and that wasn't so. So get what? The kid is going to goddamn develop a hatred towards the other parent, the mom.
possibly.
It's a broken cycle, bro. We got to do better. Period. Even myself, I'm caught up in this situation. You know, I feel bad for my kid because sometimes you don't really know how that child is really being affected from a father being absent from the house or vice versa. Like, I'm not in the home, so I really don't know all the way how she feeling, but I got to do my best to make sure she know that I'm got them present. I love her, just that and the third. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, I mean, but bro, you got to be honest with yourself. There's a lot of shit you ain't never told your goddamn parent, or if not you, in general. We don't really disclose everything to our goddamn parents. You know what I'm saying?
I got a different relationship with my folks.
All right. Possibly,
Shit.
yeah.
Nah, I just got
Not to keep dreading on with the whole thing, but the whole gentrification, the whole goddamn
It's a move. It's a push.
decline of the black community.
But at the
It's
same
all-
time,
we got
at
to
the end
hold
of the day,
ourselves accountable.
it's